years in a row, we going back to the shit. America's nightmare, everybody sick. Ain't somebody saying that Brady fall off the cliff. Ain't somebody saying that Gronk too old for this ish. Heard somebody yelling that Edelman get it slow.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Boy, the Great Patriot here, DGP, back again with another episode of Patriot Keys, and I'm not even going to get into all the spill to all that stuff. I'm just getting home from work, just took a shower, got a big day ahead of me tomorrow, so I said, let me go ahead and crack out this video. It's about 10:30 Eastern time when I'm recording this. Hopefully, you'll get this before midnight going into Saturday, but as you already know, the news, the biggest story of the week, the biggest story so far, this seems like this season is what Antonio Brown does next, the Antonio Brown drama. So, he's been released. The Patriots, we have released him today. He only lasted about 11 days for us. And yeah, so the contract that we signed him for, it was a 1-year, $15 million contract. Broken up, basically it was $9 million signing bonus, $1 million, guaranteed after that. And then it was $5 million, $1 million, 5 times in incentive. So that's what could be a potential $15 million. Now, if we want to, we can put a grievance because we did not know about the sexual assault allegations. We didn't know about these claims. The NFL didn't know about these claims. So if we wanted to, we could put in, in a contract clause, basically they didn't disclose the information, and we can get the $9 million back. So we really only lost a game check, which is about $150,000. So, that's all. Again, we didn't trade a first round pick like we wanted to in Pittsburgh. Now, this whole allegation thing, the whole thing's pretty much what came down to the releasing was the text messages. I know people are saying all the stuff with what about the first sexual assault and all that stuff, according to Mike Reese, and I believe it too. What I was trying to tell people, what people said, what was finally the last straw? It was the fact that the text messages were really the first thing that he did out of all these accusations that happened in with the Patriots organization when he was actually a member of the Patriots. Now, Belichick said he will have a clean slate when he come in. He said everything that he did before then, we're going to forget about it. This is, and that's what we typically do. You have a clean slate coming to New England. When you mess up in New England, that's a problem right there. And so pretty much, we did all the precautions. He didn't speak to the media after the game. I think the first time he spoke to the media was the other day. Him not speaking to the media at certain times and stuff. We get fined for that, and Patriots saying we'll pay that fine. We'll pay that $10,000-$15,000 fine. We were going to control this, so that you don't do it too much. Even when he was getting interviewed the other day, they had I don't know if it was his agent or somebody from the Patriots PR. They basically were, when he was asking questions, he basically was looking over his shoulder like, am I good to say this? Like, and then he only had like 4 or 5 questions. Like, they didn't, we were controlling the narrative. But Tim sending those text messages, and you can say they're not threatening and all that stuff, but if you know anything, like, you're not supposed to text an accuser. If you're getting sued, civil, criminal, you're not supposed to text the accuser. You're not supposed to do anything, because that's just stupid. Like, literally, that's just not, it's not smart. It's not smart to do that. And I believe in a criminal case, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I think in a criminal case, if you do that, that is considered a charge, because that's how, people, they communicate with the person getting accused, like, hey, drop the charges, I'll pay you off and be quiet. That's what some people think Greg Hardy did in his domestic violence situation with that case. He was talking to the person and paid him off, and, she never showed up to court. And so, but him in a group text saying all that stuff, it's just, like, why? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just why. So, his career in New England lasts 4 receptions, I think it was 51 yards, I believe, and a touchdown. That was his week in New England. So, AB's gone. It is what it is at this point. In the Dolphins game, we just had AB out there. First half, we was just trying to see what we can work on. Second half, we ran our normal game plan. I know Josh Gordon is a little bit happy because in the first half, he kind of was out of the equation. But, back to business at hand. Julian Edelman back into his role. Like, we never needed Antonio Brown. It was just an extra necessity. Now, when N'Keal Harry comes back, Philip Dorsett is going to be back into his role. Like, okay, now I'm good. I know I'm the third option or the third receiver. N'Keal Harry can come back. He can work his way into the scheme and everything. And people are saying, well, why did you trade Demaryius Thomas? Demaryius Thomas wasn't needed either. That was just more depth and everything. I'm more concerned about the offensive line and how we're going to work with that. Isaiah Wynn is on the IR to return with his turf toe. So we'll see where Marcus Cannon's at. With us getting that $9 million, do we make this trade? If we get that grievance, we get the $9 million back so we can use for the cap this year, do we make a trade for offensive lineman? I believe Belichick might do that. Like Trent Williams at the trade block. Just saying. Redskins, look out. Send him to a winner. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. But, you know, maybe he'll find somebody else, a diamond in the rough or something. But with this whole AB situation, man, it is what it is. And I said this when we got from it. I said it's a win-win. I said, listen, it's incentive-based contract. Low battery, please get off my screen. Thank you very much. I don't care. But I said it's an incentive-based contract. It's a win-win. And if he ever acts up, he gets the boot. He gets cut. And literally, he acted up one time, had a short leash, got cut. So, as I said before, is this going to be the next Randy Moss, or is this going to be the next Albert Hainsworth? It looks like it turned out to be the next Albert Hainsworth. I mean, Albert Hainsworth lasted about 6 weeks at least with us. You know, Antonio Brown only lasted 11 days. So, you know, I was of the mindset that, you know, with Antonio Brown, this makes us the prohibited, undefeated team. But, you know, without without AB, we're still Super Bowl favorites in my opinion. You know, I'm still confident in us winning as long as we're at number 12. Now, just a quick thing. Some people are saying the Jalen Ramsey thing, he's available. We're not going to go after him. You know, I'm just joking. We have Gilmore, J.C. Jackson, and Jason McCourty. All three play their role exceptionally well. Where is Jalen Ramsey going to fit in there? I know you make it work when you have a guy like Jalen Ramsey, but we don't need to pay two corners $16, $15 million a year, because that's what Jalen Ramsey wants. He wants the bag, and he's earned the bag. So I know people talking about, you know, what if he goes to the Chiefs? I said if AB goes, I said if Ramsey goes to the Chiefs, we have AB. That offsets. I still think we have the advantage. Jalen Ramsey goes to the Chiefs, and we don't have AB. I still think we have the advantage. It's a slim margin, but I still think we have the advantage because we have number 12 under center. And again, people just has never learned to not bet against the Patriots. Like, people have been betting against the Patriots since 2010, 2011, 2014. Like, people just not going to learn. So it is what it is with AB, man. You know, if he did not do these allegations, I hope his name gets cleared. In terms of his NFL career, my thoughts on that real quick. I'm not going to say it's over. I think this year for sure it's over. I don't think any team's going to pick him up this year. But in terms of going into next year, depending on how everything turns out with the NFL, you know, this could be one of those Ocho Cinco situations where, you know, Ocho Cinco was with the Dolphins after he left us for like a week or so and was looking pretty well, was doing the right things. Then he got, you know, hit with that domestic violence thing with his then wife or girlfriend or whatever, Evelyn, and that kind of ended his career with Miami. He was only there for about 2 weeks or so, and the rest is history, man. So this could be a similar Chad Johnson situation. And if this is the end of his career, I'll say the rest of my thoughts for the Fade Podcast. But this video is already gone longer than I wanted it to be. So this your boy DGP. I'm gonna get you next time, y'all. Peace.